It's a shitty movie.
Video saying
It's terminally underrated.
Yeah, it's underrated, and literally do it in 5 minutes. What's he going to say? Yeah, it's underrated. Thanks. Now subscribe.
All right.
Good afternoon. NordVPN.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to Smudcast number 524. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen is criminally underrated. And I don't know this person who has this opinion. His name on the YouTubes is 4+, the letter or the number 4+. And I guess he's just been doing this for the past few years. He has made some videos recently, but this is a very short video. It's only 5 minutes long. And I like to review people who cover videos which no one either thinks is good or things we've never heard of before. I've never watched the Transformers films. Couldn't tell you what they're about. And
Transformers.
I know, but like there's a certain genre for these films that you need a different criteria to analyze what makes something good or bad. And I don't have that rubric.
It's called
honestly, I think it's just insane. It's just,
it's the pretense of
dogs. We got Jesus from The Big Lebowski wearing a thong.
Really?
Optimus says some wisdom.
It's the pretense of a story just to give you big CGI transforming machines that you can't even tell what they're doing.
I'll be honest.
That's what people watch it for. Not anything between the Transformers. And it took these people again forever to realize that nobody wants to see the fucking humans.
Yeah, but it's also all these movies are so similar. I actually can't remember certain scenes are from certain movies.
Yeah, they mush into one another. I think I watched the first 4. Are there more of them now? I don't know. I remember some I watched in the cinema because the sneak peek was good at the time, and the one where they teleported Cybertron, the two which was a 2-parter, like in one go. It had a break in the middle. These movies are so fucking bad that one in particular, when the second half started after the break, the second half of that movie has nothing to do with the first half. It even contradicts it. It's like 2 movies that contradict each other. And it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I watching? If I hadn't been so tired out by the constant action, something happening on screen, these movies don't give you a break.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
And they don't let you think. Because the moment you do think, you start thinking, you notice none of this makes sense.
It's kind of like comparing a Neil Breen film to any other film. Like, you can't really do that. You have to compare them to each other because they're so specifically made of a certain standard that your brain, you can't just evaluate.
I don't know if there's a standard. I think somebody needs to stop Michael Bay.
Well, they are
just like someone needs to stop George Lucas. Just like someone needs to stop. Who was the other guy we were talking about yesterday?
Oh,
Boots?
What? Who?
I already forgot. We did something yesterday.
Not the topic of the video, but what we were actually talking about.
I always say Hideki Anno, but that's just...
Exactly. All these people need to be stopped. They need to be put on a leash, and then they may make good movies.
Well, they did stop him after 5 movies.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, there's obviously an audience for it. They're going to keep making them for that audience. I don't know why they stopped, but they obviously ran out of ideas.
For the Chinese dig the Transformers
because
movies. The Transformers.
Yeah.
And look, the Transformers. I think Transformers Prime. It was the CGI series that ran a couple of years ago. That was actually good. And after a couple episodes, they figured out, let's not involve those human kids in the storylines. Let's just focus on the Transformers. And then the series got good.
So there's been at least...
Get away from the humans!
At least 5 or 6 of these films. And we're talking from 2000 and... Let me check. 2009?
Oh.
All the way up
I think this is the 3rd one.
The second.
Age of Extinction?
It's the second one.
It's the second movie.
Yeah.
Was this the one with Leonard Nimoy in it?
No, I don't know.
Wait, what?
Oh, was Leonard? Was he? Might he have been being the voice of the old guy of the old jet on a walking stick?
No, he's the was it Sentinel Prime? Is it? And he betrays Optimus, and then he gets killed by
the third
Optimus.
one.
Is it the third one? See, this is what I mean. They all merge into the fuck.
Honestly,
they're all the fucking same.
I don't know how I remember this shit. It's been so many years.
You forgot this thing had a death laser in the pyramid.
Right. So
Optimus does die.
Outside the moon,
and then he gets back to life. So it's a weird movie.
That's every Transformers story.
So the first one was in 2007. The second one, Revenge of the Fall, in 2009. The third one is 2011, which is Dark of the Moon.
Dark of the Moon, yeah.
Then there's Transformers Age of Extinction, which is 2014. Then
that has a dinosaur in it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then there's The Last Night, 2017. And then there's
that one?
the Bumblebee film, which came out in 2018.
Or is which one's gone? Isn't it the last one that's got the dinosaur in it?
I think the fifth one.
They both do. But the fourth is more prevalent.
I've seen the dumb one with the allegedly Galvatron that was just Nano Megatron with really bad special effects.
Well, it's funny. He's Galvatron in the fourth movie, and then he turns back to Megatron in the fifth. No explanation.
Stop it! Stop it all!
So
just give me the cool space Transformers, not the get it away from Earth. Just fuck it all. Reset it, destroy it.
You can't have that. You can't have that.
Delete, exterminate.
So, interestingly enough, the Revenge of the Fallen made the most money domestically out of all the 5, but it places third worldwide. And the one that made the most money was Dark of the Moon for some reason. I don't know why. So, and they've been gradually making less and less money domestically. So
you're telling me that Mark Wahlberg wasn't enough to get people back in to watch Transformers?
I'm not sure why.
Or the Dinobots.
Why Mark Wahlberg's career went that way, or what he does in general.
What?
Let's go this way. Mark.
They even had one of the Hannibal Lecters in the movie. I forget what his name. He also plays Odin.
Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yep, that's the name.
Oh my fuck. Jesus Christ, Eric, why is it that you were like, this Transformers knowledge from Michael Bay movies?
I don't know.
Like, really? But everything else
when it comes to Transformers,
information cannot be found.
I think because these movies just anger me, and it's like now it's burned into my subconscious. I don't know.
They're also very bad Transformers stories. They have little to do with the actual Transformers plot that had been written before, which is of course also contradictory because it's changed over the years. But these movies are just random. They're like random name dropping shit, like all this other shit we have in these past decades that pretends to be of a thing, of a franchise, and then only has things in it that are names and items, but they do different things and they work differently, and all the lore is different, like the Halo show, or what is the current shit thing? What have they made? I keep forgetting. Oh, Kenobi. Yes, yeah. There's also everything is now different and works different and is shit, and just kill it.
Yeah, that's one of the things I always hated about these films. Like instead watch Prime into a murderous maniac.
Yeah, instead watch the Kenobi fan film. That thing's actually good.
There's a fan film.
There's a fan film. Okay. There's a Kenobi fan film, and it's really good.
Oh, okay,
it's like
nice.
10 minutes long, I think. It's pretty good.
20, I think.
10 minutes. I ain't got time.
There's very little. There's very little I have to complain about that one.
There's barely any dialogue.
It has. No, I think there's one writing issue, but that's it. But it's fun. It even has the voice actor for Obi-Wan from the Clone Wars series in it.
Oh, cool.
As a since he doesn't look like Obi-Wan, he's playing an Imperial officer, and they do the "Hello there" joke. It's good. It's good, and that's a nice Easter egg.
It is from Final Fantasy X.
What? Huh?
Nobody played Final Fantasy X from me, I guess.
I did for
Breaking
a few
Bad?
hours, but then I stopped.
It's the main character, you know.
He's an Easter egg.
With the funny
Titus
laugh.
is an Easter egg.
No. He voices the main character in Final Fantasy X.
Oh really?
Oh, no one cares about your stupid weeb shit, Mark.
No. It's not Weeb. It's worse.
Mark, I only played about 4 hours of Final Fantasy X when I was at someone else's place. I was like, why did they reintroduce this Sphero board for character progression? That's dumb.
I'm just surprised they managed to make so many games out of just David Carradine's last couple of minutes alive.
Yeah. Makes you think.
Mm.
Anyway, Transformers.
Yeah. So, 5 minutes. Won't take long. I don't think we've seen...
You want to talk about Vodka?
What?
What?
You want to talk about Vodka?
Vodka?
Yeah. Just recently, at work, I just stocked peanut butter vodka. Have you ever had that?
Eric, take your meds.
I'm not joking. That's a thing.
There are certain peanut-flavored liqueurs that they add with a cocktail that does involve vodka, but I don't know a recipe that involves vodka and peanut butter.
I don't think that's what Eric talks about. I think he talks about eating peanut butter and then drinking vodka.
No. It's a drink. I'm not joking. I don't know. This is a new thing, apparently.
Yeah, there are some weird cocktails that do involve peanut butter. What the concoction is, I don't know because I don't. Like I've seen them on YouTube, but I'm like, that's not something I'm interested in. So it sounds weird because you have to blend it or mix it in some. You can't just garnish it with peanut butter. You have to mix it. You can't just.
Yeah, you got to mix it completely. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not. It has to be smooth. You can't have crunchy, of course, but it's a mess. Anytime you put fat with alcohol together, it's not going to mix very well.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like the drink looks like shit.
It probably is. Yeah.
Peanut butter and anything is going to have a very distinct taste, and it's hard to cut the flavor of the peanut butter because it's so heavy and thick. So
usually when I drink something, I don't want to go, this tastes nutty. It's
not everyone likes nuts in their drinks because of my Italian background. We've had like every town has their own liqueur, and my town had a walnut liqueur, a nocino. So it didn't have any viscous material. It was all distilled, but you could tell it came from walnuts. Like there was a distinct smell and flavor. So using nuts in alcohol is not unheard of. It's using fats and butter and other compounds like that. That's sort of different.
Yeah. You see, my problem is whenever someone mentions like nuts or anything in drinks, I always remember the Austin Powers scene where he picks the wrong stuff up for his coffee.
Oh,
yes.
And that just sticks with me, and I'm just like, nope, not for me.
Yeah, there's plenty of almond butter and peanut butter and pistachios and all kinds of other what is it called? They paste them down in a pestle. And
the thing is when Eric goes, yeah, I had this peanut butter vodka, and then I noticed some like sweet corn floating in it. I'm like, oh god, no, Eric. it's the wrong.
Yes, I don't know too much about that, unfortunately, but I have seen it. Anyway, here is...
Dude!
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, try to keep push to talk off when you're doing whatever. Like Wisp types, Unfortunately, Wisp hits every key on the keyboard, so push to talk is kind of irrelevant, so... Anyway, Rough Dog 1000, thank you for the 5. We live in a world where Sonic has the best anime, video game, comic book movie adaptation. As a Sonic fan, that makes me happy, but nerd weeb, it makes me sad. Did you guys see the Sonic Adventures or the latest demo? They showcased the 10-minute or 20, was it 10 or 20 minutes of gameplay?
Sonic Frontiers?
No. It's basically...
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, put Sonic into a very...
Getting excited over Dragon Age Dread Wolf.
Oh, God. Let's not talk about that. There's nothing said.
The logo tells everything.
Yeah, it's cyberpunk in Dragon Age. Yeah, right. No, the
Sonic demo looked more like an Unreal demo.
Yeah, it looked realistic. Like you had these trees and rocks and whatever, and all of a sudden there's this big blue character in there, and you're like, oh, interesting. So
I mean, it has more chance and potential than Sonic 06, but whatever. I don't know if I'm gonna care about it. I mean, good on them if you're still excited.
Yeah, it was over 1 million views that just came out that day when I watched it, so it's obviously popular, and it's running off the popularity of the movies. So good for Sega. They're making money again. Happy. So whatever works and sells, because people still love that gameplay, that fast, crazy, you can't follow with your eye gameplay of running around in levels that are fully 3D now. That's kind of weird, but it's.
Well, they used to do the thing where like it's 3D and then it transitions to 2D. And
Fixed
kind of
camera.
like a mix and
Yeah. This is fully 3D. Like you just cameras all over the place. So might not be for everyone, but I'm happy to see that the level of quality is so high, and I think because of the movies this was made, because it makes sense to have realistic backgrounds with cartoony character running around and at full speed. So why not?
Well, they did that in 06, didn't they?
They did a not a rail shooter, but the idea that you're going forward and left and right, and you're going very fast. That made some sense, but that was not realistic. That was.
Well, I just mean with the aesthetic.
Was it really hyper realistic? I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
it was incredibly realistic. Isn't Sonic 06 where Sonic has a relationship with a woman?
Yes, they even kiss.
Yeah. And we all know why with animals.
I've played through that game twice, so I know.
All right.
Did you?
Oh shit!
Yes.
Twice? Oh, why would you do that to yourself?
Why?
I had nothing better to play.
Hungary, known for only having Sonic 06 and Final Fantasy X. That was the only game you were allowed.
Those are your only two options.
If you have peanut butter
Until
and vodka,
you get to Red Dead.
you may as well mix it, see what it's like. Just lying around.
No wonder someone created peanut butter vodka.
There is actually a variety of vodka flavors that involve things you would not expect, but
Tomato vodka.
Yeah.
I had a friend who kept putting vodka into his eyes. And then he was saying that we call it crystal.
Yeah.
I understand that, but why?
Why? Because some people aren't pussies like you, Mark. Some of us want to live a little bit.
Right.
He's on that grind set, Mark. Live a little.
Yeah,
rules are meant to be broken.
Anyway,
I don't know. There's a lot of weirdos.
Don't put alcohol in your eyes, guys. That's gonna hurt. So anyway,
put it into other people's eyes.
Anyway, here we go.
That's why I did.
This is definitely going to be one of the most polarizing opinions I think to ever exist. And that very simple opinion is that I absolutely adore Transformers Revenge of the Fallen and wholeheartedly believe it is the best out of the Michael Bay Transformers movies. There's just this consistent entertainment I get out of watching this movie. The first Transformers is pretty okay, it isn't terrible, but for me that one is pretty boring. The third one is even more boring than the first because barely anything really happens.
Yeah, because the first one is mainly a human movie with Transformers in the background.
Well, I'm glad he's using.
So I understand that metric.
The comparison of all his Transformers. He's not saying this is the best movie or this is my favorite movie. He's saying out of all the Transformers movies, this is the best. I'm like, okay, good. That's
out of the Michael Bay ones, and that is okay. We have a frame.
Yeah.
Of within this group of movies.
Exactly.
Of this style. Okay, yeah. We can pick out one that is the least shit.
There we go. That's all we need. We're good.
Happens. The only thing the third movie had going for it was the final fight, because that was pretty rad. The fourth movie, don't even get me started on the fourth movie. You know how I said the third movie was more boring than the first? Well, the fourth one is even more boring than the first and third movie combined. The fifth movie is not...
Can you explain why these are more boring than the others? Because
this is just
on that. It's
no,
subjective.
It's just gonna say it's more boring. It's boring.
Not even subjective metric.
Boring.
It's just it's pointless.
I imagine because the films have gotten longer. Like we were talking about 2 hours, 40 minutes, and then I don't know how long the.
Maybe he got a coupon.
I don't know whether it's that. Pacing can create that. It can be how the action scenes are constructed.
No, I think he got a deal, and the coupon came with a burger and a drink at the movie theater. So while he was eating the burger, he was really stimulated by the burger. And when
it's like the what kind of like deal was it? Like I can't remember, but it was Red Letter Media made fun of it when the second Hobbit movie was out. One of the restaurants was advertising that if you watch The Hobbit, you get like a free coupon to eat at.
Was it Red Robin?
No. It's some kind of like ugly ass restaurant.
Then there is a no.
But they had like a Hobbit menu.
Not like Denny's.
The Olive Garden?
Denny's, yeah, that was Denny's.
Only in America. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, this is probably like I've seen coupons for films where you actually get the food and drink, because nowadays you could bring in a frickin' tray with you to the movie theater and you could lean back and stuff your face. So that if that gets people in the chair and they finish their meal and they're satiated and they look at this film, they're like, "What the hell am I watching? This is crap because I just had a great burger or whatever." That's a problem. I do that experiment with root beer or cream soda when I was a kid, and I noticed that I just like soda pop in general. So when I was watching whatever film at the theater, I was like, I would rather leave. I'd rather go. I've done my soda pop. So yeah, it's an interesting experiment to do when you're giving yourself basic needs, and then you realize this is all I need in life, and this thing is boring. There's no substance to it, and you leave.
It's a very, if you think about it, that's a very strange money making scheme by spending $200-300 million to making a movie to get people into seats for them to eat a burger, and once they've eaten the burger, they realize, oh, this is actually shit. I want to go away.
Well, it does constitute a ticket sale. It does constitute a sale at the concession stand, and everyone's making money just because there's a coupon. That's usually what you do with collaborations anyway. So
depends. If the coupon is the coupon just a little buck off, or is it one you get a thing for free?
Yeah, it's usually
because the cinemas, at least here, they don't make money on ticket sales. They make money on food.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but that's overpriced.
If you get the food for free, they don't make anything.
Yeah, but it's overpriced everything there at the cinema, so it doesn't really matter. They make money either way.
This is why they should have given everyone like a coupon to hear Jared Leto say it's Morbin time to get them to watch Morbius. They would at least got at least 6 more people in.
6 more people. I have read that it has bombed.
Did he say that in any of the trailers?
No, but he has made a joke about it.
Okay, because he doesn't say it in the movie. I just watched it, and
I'm sure he does.
He says it at the beginning and middle and end.
Oh, he does? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go to the movie theater.
He says it. It's
I'd say
Morbius's catchphrase. Like, do you remember like when he was on the Spider-Man animated show and he like jumped down and went, "It's Morbin time." Everyone knows that.
Okay.
Yeah.
God.
It's a well-known fact.
Sorry,
Yeah.
but that would have made an okay Phase 1 movie.
No, it
Like
wouldn't.
switch that out for Captain Plank or black bullshit, and you have a workable, interesting character in that.
No, Wisp, it doesn't. It's been released twice and has bombed twice. In grand total, I think 6.5 people have probably gone and seen it, and that half is probably a straight dog.
Morbius has been released twice.
Yeah, it got re-released in cinemas and bombed again.
When was it first released?
When it was first released.
When was that?
Yeah, what time? Give us an estimate.
1240?
Before it was released a second time.
We don't know because we don't care.
Hawk, you're useless.
I'm not useless. I didn't make Morbius.
It's definitely not.
You can watch Morbius on Discord.
Look,
somebody has uploaded the entire movie.
Hawk. You didn't make it.
Right now,
we are.
yeah, that's called piracy. Right now we live in post Endgame times. Nobody cares about MCU movies anymore. They're all shit. But this movie, it's simple, it's basic, it doesn't have too much bullshit in it. This would have been fine in phase 1. Would have been a good character setup movie.
No, it wouldn't. It's terrible.
Do you like Jared Leto?
I've not watched it.
Compared to any of the other shit they make currently, this is like a basic standard without bullshit.
Sorry,
we're talking about Morbius. Transformers is out.
Well, because Transformers is terrible as well. But anyway, what?
Have you actually seen this movie?
What? This one, Revenge of the Fallen.
I mean Morbius.
Have I seen Morbius? Yeah, I've watched Morbius. Yeah.
I don't mean the cartoon.
No, I don't. I'm not talking about the cartoon. I watched Morbius. It had had that stretchy guy in it.
Have you played the DS game? It's a pretty good game.
Eric, shut up.
It had Doctor Who dancing. I remember that. With
Yeah.
Rose and Martha.
Yes, and he had a very horrible British shirt and British tie that just screamed British because it looked like bed sheets.
I thought that was.
What are you on about?
His tie matched his shirt.
And he also had a fez, because this fez is very familiar to me.
His tie matched.
I didn't notice the
What
fez.
color? What color was his shirt?
It was white with light blue stripes. It looked like a bed sheet.
Like the Union flag.
And his tie looked exactly the same way. It was exactly the same pattern. Who the fuck wears that? It looks like a pajama made out of like a tie made of, and shirt made out of pajama.
Right. How is this a British?
No sane person would wear that.
How is this a British tie?
Because it's so unaesthetic. It screams British.
Well, guys, either way, Jared Leto has been in a lot of bad films for the past 20.
Oh, and in this one, at least he seems to
Fight
have
Club,
fun.
That's the only one.
American Psycho.
Yeah.
American Psycho? It's a bad movie?
Well, all of them, like, he
American
either
Psycho.
dies or he gets beaten up.
Yeah, that's what he's really good at, and everything he starred in, or is like the whatever interpretation of the Joker. What was that other dumb thing he was in?
He sent condoms to people.
Yeah, I know he was doing some stupid shit.
Dead animals.
This guy is 50 years old.
Should have slapped Morbius.
Yeah,
Why
he's
didn't
so
he?
old as well.
yeah, he's so old. He's been acting for so long, and all of his films are kind of like meh to dumb.
The
I
thing
think
is,
this
it's
one
like-
I think this one just really came out in the wrong time, wrong phase.
yeah, it should have come out in like say 600 years time when I'm dead and I don't have to listen to it.
Anyway, I can't remember what the movie was about, or the video we're talking about is addressing, but let's get back to the video.
Just saying it's the best out of all the shitty movies.
Yeah, well. Anyway.
As bad as the fourth, and is actually up there pretty close to the second film in terms of enjoyment I felt while watching these.
Free at last. Thank Megatron, I'm free at last.
So,
I thought
was
you said
dumb.
Megatron just then.
Yes, he did say
Whoa,
that.
whoa, no.
And why would humans stand so close to that thing stomping on the ground?
Because it's only
Because
a
it's
3D
CGI,
object, so like
no
they
one's
have
looking.
no
I
idea
know.
like where he is actually.
I know, but then the animators could have put him a little bit closer to the camera.
Oh, so is that John
You
DiMaggio?
think they care?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, right, because
John Goodman was also the voice of a Transformer.
Oh, right. Because he just sounds like he's doing his Bender voice. So.
He is, yes. Why is still quiet?
There's nothing to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I just made a joke about him saying, I thought I'm saying Nigatron, but, you know, other than that, there's nothing else to say.
Nigger, man.
What? Eric, you broke up. What were you saying?
Nothing.
Okay. Because I thought you said nigger, so I was just,
No, I would never say nigger.
Anyway, moving on.
I'm actually looking at the top grossing movie franchises of all time, and out of the 13, Pirates of the Caribbean's at number 13, and number 12 is Transformers.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Wait, which one? Revenge of the Fallen?
No, the entire franchise.
Is that by total or by average?
Yeah, the total is 4.52 billion for Pirates, and Transformers 4.86 billion.
Well, no offense, but every single Pirates of the Caribbean movie after the first one's not been that great. So,
Second was
Progressively
okay.
and the second one's okay, but its problem is with it being the second part, you can't just watch it without watching the third part, and the third part ruins a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but if you stop after the second, you end on a cliffhanger, but it's a good feeling. After that, the movies are just.
All right, let's keep going.
In terms of enjoyment, it pretty much goes 2, 5, 1, 3, and 4. Keyword enjoyment. I am in no way saying
Is that
Revenge
a
of the
secret
Fallen
password?
is a good film in terms of cinematography, story, all that goes into making a good movie.
Okay, so
But
yeah,
Oh,
He
yeah,
admits
thank you. I
that
appreciate
it's an
that.
awful movie.
yeah, enjoyment is kind of the point of quality. Like you're saying, this is a good film or a good whatever. As a result of it being of high quality, I am enjoying it. It allows the average viewer or consumer to say, there's something in this that I can appreciate. And that's, you have to get very specific on what that is because you're talking about a specific thing, like a horror film or a Transformers film. So in this case, I don't think he's as sophisticated to explain that. He's just saying, I liked it because it has more stuff in it for me, as opposed to
because
whatever his criteria is for a Transformer film.
Well, at least he's
enjoyment
honest,
is the criteria that is really the most subjective one, and a good movie tries to get as many people, or a very specific sort of people, because when you have a specific sort of genre you make, but these are the types of movies that try to get as many people as possible into having a positive enjoyment response. And that doesn't necessarily work for those who want a movie that makes sense. If your enjoyment relies upon the movie making sense and the movie giving you time to breathe, these movies fail.
Yeah,
They still have nice big tag bullshit scenes, but everything between that is just please cut that out and just show me the Transformers scenes. Then I can just watch the Audi car advertisement that has a Transformer. It's the same.
The thing is, these Transformer movies always make me think that if Michael Bay hadn't directed them, Roland Emmerich would have directed them.
it's hard to say.
Yeah,
Would that have made it better or worse?
Well,
That's the problem.
depends.
Yeah, because the criteria, let's say for a bigger franchise, let's say Marvel or James Bond, like you know the formula. You know what to expect from, at least from James Bond. Marvel is all over the place nowadays because there's so many genres. But with Transformers, you have to actually say, okay, what's in these films aside from explosions and fight scenes and slapstick comedy or whatever the comedy style is for the Transformers?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there has to be,
Which they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have that in them.
like, so whatever criteria is going through his head, because he's watched them all, so he knows that each film has something in it that's the same. And then
I think the slapstick humor is a product of Disney movie sidekicks, comedic sidekicks, because they usually have slapstick elements to them.
right, well, it's whatever that is observable that you say, okay, these are the elements I can identify in all of them. And then the third one comes out where it's a lot of people and they're running around or scared or doing their own comedy. And then you say, oh, this is a little different. This is a bit more of what I don't want or what I don't expect. And then you have to say, okay, how do I evaluate that? Are these the same actors, the same characters from the previous films? Probably. Did they properly express their lines? Did they follow the plot? Did they change? Like you use the different metric for evaluating the people and the characters as a story, as opposed to a Transformers film. So you're doing multiple genres or multiple styles of quality, which gets a little more complicated. Even though we're just talking about a Transformers film, it's because they changed the format and some elements are bigger than others.
I think the problem with the writing that they have is, so one is, had the writing been better, more people would have enjoyed these movies. Because the people who don't care about the writing, they don't care whether the writing is good or bad. So you can also put some effort into making it good writing, because then you also get the people who care about good writing. And the second thing is that these movies were monetary successes, despite the bad writing, for a time. Because eventually people do get tired of it. Because then you only have the action scenes without any sense. I think this maybe gave Hollywood the message of, we don't need to care about the writing at all. And that led us to later times when we got the Disney sequel Star Wars bullshit, where the writing is completely out the window, and we're just supposed to eat it up.
No, Whisp, but the reason I brought Roland Emmerich up is because he made a lot of movies which are similar to this, that had bad writing. I mean, for God's sake, if anyone's seen the 98 Godzilla, we'll attest to that's in the vein of this. Independence Day.
Yes, I've seen
not Armageddon. Did Roland do Deep Impact, or was that someone else? Because I know Michael Bay did Armageddon.
Armageddon?
No, Michael Bay did Armageddon. Who did Deep Impact?
I don't remember that one. I remember the name, but nothing of the content.
Well, because it was another meteorite.
The meteor coming, and we need to shoot it early enough so that it splits and passes us. Yeah, and they failed to do it. Oh no, it's done by Mimi Leader, who our woman. Oh, no wonder. No wonder it failed. It had Morgan Freeman as the president.
No wonder. Oh my god.
Hey, it's yeah.
All right, so whatever criteria this guy's using, he's enjoying it, so he must know the films very well, and this is what you need to explain why you think a film is not getting the attention or appreciation that it should when you're a fan of a thing, because the fans would know. So
yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, why do I really hold a soft spot for Revenge of the Fallen? This movie is just so wacky. It isn't every movie you get this female robot sex scene like this. Absolutely.
That was dumb. This was the dumbest part of the entire fucking movie. That transformer that mimics as a human being should never have existed.
Well, so this is not a sex
That looks
scene.
so creepy. Oh god.
This is the biggest bullshit in the entire movie. If the Transformers can hide as humans, there's no need for hiding as machines. This is why this is absolute bullshit. This destroys everything.
Some Transformers are different makes and models and abilities, so that's the idea.
This is the only one, isn't it?
Yeah, the only
to
one.
transform into a human, I'm sorry, I just needed to stretch.
The thing is, I knew this girl.
Everything.
Yeah, I knew this girl was a Transformer. Nobody willingly has sex with Sheila Booth.
Exactly.
Well, I was going to have sex with her.
Unless you're Shia LaBeouf.
She revealed herself. It's like, what? Okay, why? I don't know.
Does that supposed to say Cloverfield on the back, or am I? Does that say?
I
Yes.
think so. Yeah.
Oh my god! Was that released by then? Oh, I don't.
There's
care.
also a Bad Boys 2 poster in the background.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
It's a shame they only made 2 of those movies, isn't it?
Yeah.
They would have to get freedom to do so. They can't just put anything up there.
But
No,
it's
Michael-
by him as well.
Yeah.
Michael Bay can do whatever he wants to do with his movie.
Yeah, exactly. He would have to. You can't just throw any Star Wars posters. You can't just do that. You have to get permission.
But if Michael Bay made a Star Wars movie, he'd probably do it.
Oh yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. And Michael Bay did Bad Boys, didn't he?
Yes, he did both of them.
Yeah, one of them. No, both?
Yeah, both of them. Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
I'm surprised there's not a Miami Vice poster up there as well.
Oh, he made the remake. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He's made a lot of movies. All terrible.
Oh, which was the historical one? Pearl Harbor.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
I hate that movie. I really hate that one.
That is just one of the single worst. The minute that Brit guy goes to Ben Affleck, don't worry, I'm sure you'll help win this war. I was like, oh my god, really? We're doing this. We're literally doing this. Oh, Michael Bay, why don't you just stop? Everyone hates you. You're a horrible human being.
All right.
Because he makes money.
I guess my thing is that all the other Transformers movies are just boring. Like, I have a hard time staying awake during them. However, not
How
this
many
one.
times is he gonna
Almost
say
every scene
boring?
is some drug-filled fever dream, and I love it because stuff is actually happening.
Hold on, a drug-fueled fever dream. Yeah, okay, we've all done drugs or
He
watched
just
the
wants-
Transformers movies. Come on.
So he just wants to be overstimulated.
Wait, well,
Okay, so we just watched Neon Genesis Evangelion.
yeah, okay.
That feels like a
think
drug-filled fever.
I think that but that's too slow for him. I think he just wants to have this constant bam, 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 wacky shit, bam,
Maybe,
wacky shit.
but he has two claims.
No pause.
It's nuts and weird and crazy, and then there's actually stuff happening. I don't know if those are the same things, but stuff happening is what you expect in movies anyway. So it's like, what exactly is the stuff that's happening? What do you?
Kung Pao should be also his movie because that is also wacky and crazy, and things are happening on the screen.
My God,
I
we-
film
we-
to have
we-
stuff happening. Okay, it's great.
Yeah, but with stuff like this, it's like Freddy Got Fingered is like a masterpiece then, because stuff happens in that all the time.
Yeah, just watch UHF by Weird Al. It's perfectly exactly what he wants.
Oh my god, it's just
It's like, I feel like these movies are just the same, though. Like, it's just the difference is time length. And I'm just...
Yes.
I don't know how this one is at least the one that shines for him.
Right. I remember watching the Red Letter Media video where they watched all three at the
all
same
three
time.
of them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
everything happens at the exact same spot.
Almost, yeah.
They all, almost
in,
exactly the same.
in part by frame, on frame. How can you time it that has to be done? That can't even happen on accident. You have to do
but
that
this is what I
on
mean.
purpose. That it's on frame perfect scene transition.
Yeah, but that means that this is what I say. All these movies merge into one. But I can't. For years, I thought it was only two of them.
If this is on purpose, has Michael Bay hidden a message in here? Is he trying to tell us something?
History repeats itself.
Either that.
Yeah,
No.
You just got played.
If we overlay these movies over each other, since they're frame perfect, we know how to at what frames we need to do that, and then with the images superimposed over each other, the message will reveal itself.
9/11 was an inside job.
Well, it also shows that Michael Bay is very structured in his approach to filmmaking, regardless of whatever.
How shit he is.
It's like 15 minutes,
that is autistically
scene
structured.
1, scene 2, 5 minutes, like it's dun. He's not, he's part of the editing process. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not scene 1 5 minutes. It's scene 1 5,334 frames.
Yeah.
However he measures it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also,
That's
side
funny
note,
'cause-
how is this?
Sorry, I don't mean to... if you ever watch Pain and Gain, that's another movie he did. It's almost structured almost the same as the Transformers film. Obviously, it doesn't have the big
Giant
explosions.
robots.
Yeah, but the way he frames the camera and everything, you would think it's Transformers.
Here is Al Malone. Thank you for the 5, sir. You know, considering this movie literally wasn't written, I'd also call it underrated given what Michael Bay and crew had to work with. So you're saying the script was not written down?
I do not understand what this means. There must be some
Oh.
movie law that I do not know about.
Was there a
What,
production problem?
How do
Did
you make
someone
a
ask-
movie like this without a script?
Well, what would happen
Well-
in that case is you'd have, like, scene where this happens, but you don't actually describe what that scene is about.
Do you just render, make and render all these Transformer fights, and afterwards you try to tie them together into a
like-
movie?
Yeah.
Conflict with
Yeah.
good guy, bad guy, scene 1, and then conflict with good guy, bad guy, scene 2, and you just keep going and going.
You know what? That's actually quite good if we managed to actually get something out of it. And I also didn't know that Matt Walters worked on this as well.
What?
Oh, not actually writing anything down. No, but no wonder Matt Walters got his start somewhere. The bloke didn't write fuck all there.
Yeah,
Do
speculation.
these
for everyone.
movies make more or less sense than Plan 9 from Outer Space?
I don't know.
Yes.
At least Edward
Yes.
was. At least Edward, was interested enough to wear women's clothing. Michael Bay's just, I don't know, weird.
A Johnny Depp reference.
Yeah.
All right.
She transitioned into a robot.
Anyway,
Michael Bay just shits the bed.
with $1 million budgets.
Amber Heard reference.
Oh shit.
Okay.
But he's a man.
All right.
For now.
This movie not straight up rated R. I think I only have to show a couple clips to get you guys on my side with this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the Matrix?
Everybody hated
rated?
that. That was dumb and everybody hated it.
What was the Matrix rated?
Don't remember.
Just asking a question.
It's rated R, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't
Wait,
know.
which
I
one?
think
The,
so.
the new one or the old one?
The
Yo,
original.
The original
Harry.
one.
Okay, yeah, it's rated R. It should be. I
No.
mean, don't they have a sex scene in there?
No, the reason I'm asking. It was only given a 15, so it wasn't an R in the UK.
Oh, it's different in the UK, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, the reason why I ask is because that scene reminds me of a scene in the first Matrix where that probe goes into Neo.
Yeah,
was-
well, they
Yeah.
got it out through his stomach. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it went in through his belly button to begin with.
Yeah.
But the reason why I asked that is because if he says, "Oh, that should be what's rated R," it's like, well, I'm trying to think of another example of a thing that isn't like rated R, and obviously in the UK, it wasn't rated R over here.
It was 14 plus. I just looked it up in the UK, but it was PG-13 in the US initially. And from 2003, they changed it to R because they said it's too much.
Really?
Oh, right, okay. Because it's rated 15 in the UK now, but I always remember
Okay.
I always remember being able to watch it, and I wasn't 15 when it came out because it came out in 1999, and I was 5. So
Did your dad took you to the cinema to watch The Matrix?
no, but yes.
Hmm.
What's the difference between the 14 and 15? Is it just a number?
Well, 14 doesn't. There's no such thing as a 14 rating in the UK.
It's just
We
a
have-
number.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
U for Universal, PG for parental guidance, 12, 15, and then 18.
Oh, okay.
That's
I mean, I remember like Jay from Red Letter Media said that he watched RoboCop when he was 6.
Yeah, everyone watches crazy stuff. Like I used to watch like tons of horrors with my uncle when I was like 4 or 5 years old because he had tons of DVDs and stuff. So
Mhm.
don't give a shit about age ratings. Good times.
All right.
But anyway, showing us one scene. Also, now showing us a pair of wrecking balls dangling down his testicles. Okay, that's not an R rating.
Yeah, it's
But
fine.
it's a joke. He's underneath
It's
enemy
just
scrotum.
dumb. It's juvenile dumb shit. And this is the thing. This is something that juvenile people laugh about. So it's a juvenile joke. How can a juvenile joke be R-rated? Because people who are adults don't find this funny anymore.
Obviously, a ball sack doesn't work like this, so it
There
is
is a
very
lot of-
unrealistic.
You know, there is a lot of sex jokes in the second movie. That's the weird thing about it.
Oh, also, just that Al Malone has added there's a massive writing strike during production, so a crew of 40 to 50 people had to take
I
their
have no
time.
idea what you just mumbled.
Hold on, I'm just trying to read it on the chat. Al Malone, who did the super chat, is saying there's a massive writing strike during the production of Revenge of the Fallen. So a crew of 40 to 50 people had to take a stab at the unfinished script. I'm just adding extra things because she's not added words into it. Just Optimus Prime dying was a first draft concept, say, for the end of the movie. Huh, interesting.
yes, they did have the writer's strike at the time.
Right.
I thought it was earlier in the decade.
Well,
Wasn't it 2008?
They could have had multiple writer strikes. It wouldn't have changed much for the script.
Yeah, there was those
For a movie
loads
like
of writing
this.
strikes. Yeah, there's loads of writing strikes at that point in time. Like 2007 to 11, there was tons of strikes.
Yeah, and it was then when Hollywood started just copying Asian scripts from Asian movies a lot, and just making a Western version of The Ring and shit like that. And it's basically when Hollywood went downhill because they noticed, we can still make good money even if the script is shit. So we don't actually need to put money into writing, which should be the cheapest part of your fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
In regards to costs, not in regards to how much should you invest. You should invest in a good script, for fuck's sake. And good writing, that's a skill. That's not anybody can do that. And we've seen that in the last decade with all this SJW propaganda bullshit. Or whatever this crap is that Rian Johnson made.
Yeah.
All right.
Or J.J. Abrams when he's Unchained.
I am directly below. Enemy scrotum.
Hold those.
What is that? Bro, ran out of toilet paper. You got any out here? Please tell me.
Sir.
Yeah,
More juvenile
kids
humor.
watch this movie. But the first
Is it
movie is
naked?
just like fighting Megatron, but mostly the military.
Yeah, as I said, you don't understand. These are jokes that are made for kids, for people in their teens. Because after that, people don't really find this funny anymore. You find this funny at that stupid age. So I don't get it. I sit there and I just can the story go on? Oh wait, there is no story. That's just dump effects.
It's hilarious. There's no toilet paper. What am I gonna do?
This
Gonna
is not
walk
Al,
into
this
a
is not
hangar.
Al Bundy.
He was distracting the enemy so he could tase them. That was the setup or thing.
Yeah, and I also think this is tonally deaf when you have, we have the world exploding and giant robot shit and humanity's gonna die, blah, blah, blah. Let's make a toilet paper joke in the middle of that.
They even have one of the tiny robots. I think it's Wheelie. They have him humping Megan Fox's leg for no reason. It's
Yeah,
a
these
joke.
little dump things, these dump robots. They shouldn't have made them. I also think they shouldn't have made the dump little robots.
Yeah.
All right.
And we barely even get to see Megatron, like it was just boring military garbage. I don't understand why movies do this. They introduce this super cool monster or robot or something just non-human and strictly likes to focus more on boring human drama. God.
Exactly. We agree on something. Great. They do this because they believe that the audience always needs humans to relate to, because people in Hollywood are fucking retarded. They're narcissists with no empathy. I bring this shit up again. That's why they think humans need other things that look like humans in order to relate to them. Why do kids watch the Smurfs and understand what the Smurfs go through? They're not humans. No, we make a Smurf movie and bring in fucking humans that nobody needs, nobody wants. It's always the same shit. Nobody wants to watch the humans. We want to watch the cool stuff. Hollywood doesn't understand that. And what we have today is the extreme version of that, with all this tokenism, where people need to see black women need to see black women on screen, otherwise they don't feel represented. They can't empathize with the character. They don't
I
empathize
can't
with
relate
anyone.
to black people because they are just so black. I just no.
Yeah, because these people can't empathize with anything or anyone.
That's partially in fault. The camera was could not capture black skin very well back in the 60s. So,
We're not talking about the 60s. I'm talking about the last decade.
Okay.
Yes,
I
just
really
calm
like that
down,
Star
because
Trek
if you
episode
carry
when
on, I'm gonna
Kirk and
waste a lot of
Uhura
time.
was kissing.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what you just said.
Why is everyone
Because of
talking at the
nothing,
same time?
rabble, racism. Yeah.
N-word.
Rabble.
Narcissism.
Predictive text.
Godzilla did it.
Those are
A lot of
racist
the
things.
Transformers movies did it. Hell, even Tokyo Ghoul did it. Like, show me the cool shit. However, there are a lot of Transformers in this movie. Unlike the others, where it's Shia LaBeouf going alone or with Megan Fox, who's equally as entertaining as the fourth movie, he actually actively has Transformers in his little gang. It's awesome. We also actually have evil Transformers to deal with. Yeah, we have Megatron again, and okay, hold up, this guy dies at the end of like each movie. At least the first three, he like died, came back, and then died again. I guess he didn't die at the end of this one, but he gets his ass beat pretty fast. We also have this villain called, wait for it, the Fallen. Is it all starting to come together now? It should be. Masterful. Now, what does the Fallen want, you may ask? He wants revenge. These characters are just so...
Did he have a name for himself? Because I doubt he'd call himself that.
I'm pretty sure he was called the Fallen.
Yeah, but that's my problem with characters like this, with villains like this. Like he wouldn't call himself the Fallen because he thinks he has the right idea.
Why, you want him to have a German name? Das Fallen.
John?
No, just some name.
His name was Berliner.
How about Budweiser?
Budweiser Prime. Okay.
His name.
Budweiser Prime.
His name in Cybertron was Danish Donut. He went, "Oh, this is a lame name. I'm going to change it to something cooler, like Fallen."
What was the beer in the Transformers film? I can't remember what they used.
Bud Light.
Was it Bud Light? Okay, yeah, that was perfect then.
Yeah, and Mark actually takes one of the Bud Light bottles, he breaks it, drinks it in front of this guy's face because he's angry. I don't know. That was a joke, I guess.
Perfect. Oh, we got a super chat from Jake. Hey, Jake, thanks a lot. Surprised he got 6 minutes out of this dumb premise.
Oh, no, it's not 6 minutes. It's only 5.
It's only 5. Yeah. Don't know.
Well, I wanted to add, like, he says there's more Transformers. It's pretty much the same amount as always. It's
maybe
Optimus Prime
maybe
dies,
there's more screen
and then
time.
The Autobots. Honestly, I don't remember, but it's just I don't think there was any more or less time than before. Maybe more than the first one, but it's around the same time. I just don't know what he means by that. Because again, Optimus dies, the Autobots are disbanded, sort of like all you see is Bumblebee in the gang. That's it.
Oh well.
All right. We have 2 minutes left. He likes the fact it's wacky and there's less humans in it.
But there's more humans out there.
And that there are inappropriate scenes from the movie.
Okay. And they're sort of mature-ish or less childish, rather, let's say.
There's also a robot trying to tongue fuck.
They have
Yeah, that's true.
The plot is simple, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but every story in these Transformers, the plot has to be pretty simple. So if it's complicated, it wouldn't sell. People would be walking out.
Very cool.
It is complicated because he's what? He needs Optimus Prime to die so that he can do something.
Well, thanks, Eric, for that. That was such a so complicated that is.
Yeah, but I don't know how that makes any sense though. That's my problem.
Wait, so he needs Optimus Prime to die. Okay.
He needs all of the primes to die. I don't know when this was a thing.
I don't know.
All right, here is Jake again. Difference between Godzilla and Transformers is that Transformers have personalities, character, dialogue, ideals, goals, and everything you can attribute to humans. Yes, they are.
If they were written well.
Well,
but I'm not even sure the humans have any of them.
Yeah, but they are the characters of the story, and their story is to fight each other. So it's kind of like Godzilla-like characters, but they're more human, and obviously they could transform into all kinds of things. So it's like watching a Godzilla film, only with a heck of a lot more CGI and explosions and crazy camera angles and action, whereas the traditional Godzilla films, even the more recent ones, are slowly built up, where Godzilla is kind of the main, you could call him the main character, but they're just sort of doing this thing that gradually increases the tension. So like Godzilla has to fight and he gets stronger, or has to eat and he gets stronger, and comes across Mothra or whatever. And all the Japanese are sort of just the military just sitting there going like, I don't know what's going to happen to Godzilla. We don't know. They have no control over anything. So it's just everyone in terror while these two giants fight. And it's hard to humanize that when you don't have dialogue and plots going along. It's just a big giant hitting another big giant, and you don't know what's going to happen. Whereas with Transformers, yes, there is some, I guess you can say, anthropomorphism with these giant robots that have plots as simple, and they have to be simple. If they're complex, like if you can't follow what's going along, kids aren't going to appreciate that very much. They need to know why Optimus Prime is swinging a sword. What's going on with, like, where did he get that thing? What does it mean? I think there is a story behind the sword. I can't be sure, but I think there is. So
in the movie?
Yeah.
No, there isn't.
It's just a
Not that
weapon.
I know of.
It's just a sword.
He just has
I
weapons.
forgot too much about this.
That's
crap.
it.
That's it? Okay.
Again, Optimus is just a murderous maniac.
Oh.
All right.
Probably not the best robot.
Right.
That's how it goes.
I mean, I like Peter Cullen, but it's just, there are lines that he says, I'm like, this is not Optimus Prime.
No, this is Patrick.
Okay.
I can't even think of the word for it. Like outrageous, ridiculous, along those lines. We got this little tiny toy truck Decepticon who's always trying to bang Megan Fox. Shia LaBeouf trying to warn us of future events. The fourth movie, this college friend who I actually wish came back. He was pretty funny. This guy's pretty funny. And then the holy gems of this movie. The characters with the most character I've ever seen. Should have won an Oscar.
No.
Green. No, green is mine.
What are you talking about?
Oh no.
The twins, they were the worst thing ever. Everybody hated them.
This shows that you have absolutely no taste on nothing I'm not even sure that this counts as juvenile. This is just childish.
It's one thing to say this is the best film out of the 4 or 5. It's another thing to say this should win an Oscar. This
is Jar Jar Binks level humor.
I think he's joking.
He has to be.
He doesn't sound like he's joking.
You can't say
that's the problem.
The Oscars awarded because those are comparing every film to everything that came out that year. And that's not how the Oscars would work. You could get an Oscar for special effects, for whatever the film is known for, but not side. What is
not
this?
this. No.
Yeah,
not for this.
You can't have acting for a robot. If it's not like Gollum where we know that's an actual person. This is a voiceover for giant evil robots.
Say animation.
Yeah, exactly. CGI, animated, special effects, practical effects, whatever. But not acting. That's silly.
Yeah.
Ow! I got the green. That hurt, man. It's supposed to hurt. It's an ass kicking.
The twins. If I wanted to, I could probably do an entire video analyzing what is wrong with these characters.
I wish you would.
They are very racist. They are straight up crude, and they are honestly...
Did you just say they're very racist?
I don't...
Yes.
How?
He said the word.
So you have lots of problems with them, but you find them hilariously funny. Are you fucking retarded? Like, what is it now? Do you like them or don't you?
I think this is like a very ironic video overall.
No,
like I think we have been played.
I'm not sure. I don't.
No, but he's not the first guy to say this. Everybody always says they're racist caricatures. I don't know where that comes from though.
And even if that doesn't matter, they're just annoying.
Yeah,
this isn't funny. This is written by infants.
Okay, yeah. So it's a Michael Bay movie, anyway.
Yeah. So imagine robots being.
This movie doesn't know how to write good humor.
What is the
I
equivalent?
don't think any of these people know how
Cheech
to
and
write
Chong,
good
but
humor.
just turn them into weirdos that happen to be cars.
Retards.
Yeah, retards. Retarded Cheech and Chong as robots. Yay!
Right.
Is that entertaining? I don't know. Maybe.
Reading. We don't do much reading.
Are you
so
not
funny.
entertained?
Hard to say who those characters are for, but They obviously
They're for
Kids,
for,
I
for-
guess.
the black midget
for the
audience.
kitties, yeah, the black midget kitties.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Not like this is actually funny and well-written humor, but more like I shouldn't be laughing, but this is so outrageous and just not what I was expecting that I can't help but like awkwardly laugh whenever they show up and speak. This movie is like so bad, but it's so good. Like all the fight scenes are just eye candy, and this movie has a bomb-ass score, let me tell you. Like I hate to admit it, but this movie sometimes gives me chills just off like the score alone. Also, that one really old Transformer.
I will give them that. The score is, I think, if the movies were written better, this could actually be, what's the word? Like, they play off of one another, right?
I don't know. I don't
And-
remember a single note from the score.
Yeah.
If you played it to me, I
But-
couldn't tell it's Transformers.
Yeah.
It's all orchestral, right? It's all.
It's generic. I found it
Yeah.
generic.
They do.
The
Get,
action, yeah, sometimes.
they do get a lot of like a few million views on YouTube for the scores. I don't know which one's movies specifically more than the other, but everything about Transformers screams a high budget. It's a high production value.
Yeah, but the action scenes, they're just big metal parts messes. There's no good focus on it. It's just a lot happening at the same time, camera flying through it, or you have a bit of a shaky cam going on with it, while you have this giant stuff where you are trying to see something. The problem with these scenes is you have these Transformers that are highly detailed models, which is the people who worked on them big compliments to them. But if you use models with that extremely high level of detail and move them around on the screen in these fast movements and lots of them, it becomes impossible to track because there's so much detail. These scenes would look better if the Transformers would have more armor plating or simply look a bit simpler from afar. But because they're just so hyper detailed, it's just this big mess of 1,000 little items. Because it's the human brain looks at this and tries to identify all these little parts, all these little detailed items that they're made out of. And so yes, you may see the 3 Transformers on screen, but it's actually 5 because your brain couldn't parse it all, couldn't pull it out, couldn't pull it all apart properly. So where a comic also works better because you have these thick black lines around each other. Cartoon, I mean, and why the CGI, the animated series Transformers Prime works better because the Transformers look simpler. So you could, even if you use those things with this high level movement, you would still be able to tell what's going on. That is not the case here because you see 10,000 parts moving on the screen and not 5 Transformers. You may see it at the same time, maybe. But as I said, sometimes I didn't even know how many Transformers are on the screen.
I didn't really care.
No, that's
yeah,
a good
but
point.
that's then I don't even know what's going on. It's just flickering images of the stuff that's supposed to be the prime stuff of the movie, and then I'm sorry, then the movie fails to me.
Okay.
Because I don't watch a movie to be just have sensory overload.
No,
This guy seems to watch the movie for sensory overload.
Yeah, because you get those moments where the Transformers are even combining with one another, and it's like you said, there's so many moving parts coming together, and it can look distant sometimes.
Yeah. In the comment in chat, Dumidier, because you also mentioned the Oscars. This would be an improvement compared to modern Oscar winners. Remember when Boss Baby, beat a silence voice or whatever it is? I wouldn't use that as an example because, as we've learned recently, if you don't give Alec Baldwin what he wants, he'll shoot you. So I think the Oscars had to give him something for that movie.
Well, Alec Baldwin himself from Twitter, though. He completely deleted his Twitter account.
Did they? Oh, right.
Yes, he did.
That's
I
a good
actually
idea.
Looked it up.
If you are accused of murder or assault or manslaughter, it's like, yeah.
I think like oh god, I think his last tweet was it was about gun control, and then he said like actors have done a tremendous effort to put gun control on the map, and then he deleted his profile after the backlash.
I thought his last tweet would be the police are on my doorstep. Shit's about to go down. Lock and load.
No, I did it. Deal with it.
I did it. I've got 5 bullets left. I'm coming for you.
I have each bullet named after you.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah, this is.
I gotta find that meme. I made like Alec Baldwin with the James Bond gun barrel intro.
Oh god. Oh my god.
As he goes and fights for Ukraine.
Yeah, the past year and a bit has not been very good to the left-leaning Hollywood crowd. So
Yeah, I'm honest with you. It's like I can never look at that poster that Alec Baldwin of saying, "Always give it your best shot, even if you miss." I'm like, "Oh, Alec, you should have taken your own."
Hit me with your best shot.
Bang bang! He shot me there. Oh dear. Oh, it's a silent voice. Oh,
you
I don't know.
I was gonna say you can do that Johnny Cash song. I forget what it's called. But he talks about how he shot his friend by accident.
Oh, I shot a man in Reno. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that one.
I shot a scriptwriter on Ross just to see her die.
oh god.
Oh my God.
The prop department had interesting colored bullets. I didn't know they were brown and brass shaped.
Oh my God, that one. That is just. Oh. Who would have thought that pulling this trigger would end up shooting somebody? Metal thing, go bang, kill. Yes, Alex.
All right, we got a minute left of this fellow who likes the goofy, silly, whatever aspect of the Transformers films, which is fair. That's an element of slapstick.
He enjoys testicle jokes and people walk around asking for toilet paper.
I'm still wondering why he thinks it's criminally underrated. Have we gotten to that point yet?
No.
I think
because he doesn't understand why other people don't get a dopamine high from this movie.
What's the Rotten Tomatoes of this anyway?
It's probably like 20 or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I
won't find out if you don't look it up.
Okay, well, someone look it up then.
Doesn't matter. They give other shitty movies.
You make the guesses.
All right, it got a 20%, and
good guess.
Audience score is 57.
All right. Oh my God, it's doing better than Kenobi.
Whoa, that was in a time where the critics actually made more sense than the audience.
Well, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well,
that was BBA, isn't it?
That was before the dark times, before the dark side of the moon.
Assassinations.
The Battle of Baldwin.
Battle of the Baldwin brothers.
What? There's 2 of them?
Oh my God! Duel of the Fates, but it's just both Baldwin brothers shooting random people.
Okay, let's go.
Who was also hilarious. Like, he sacrificed his core or something and gave it to Optimus Prime. I don't really remember what that was all about, but he was an awesome Optimus Prime scene where he absolutely...
Or something. He sacrifices his core or something. You've watched this movie 50 billion times.
Or something.
And you don't even know what's happening.
Or something.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's okay. We don't need to know, or he doesn't need to know the lore in any specific detail.
He's watched this movie a million times. He must know what's being said in the fucking movie by heart at this point.
Wisp, listen. It's easily done. I mean, look at the police officers. Alec Baldwin shot someone or something.
Or something.
9/11 happened or something. It's probably a joke that he's making. That's the problem.
George Floyd or something. I don't know.
He died of autoerotic asphyxiation or something.
Fucking hell.
I watched Jane die or something.
Hiroshima or something. I don't know.
Let's
Watch
roll
this
up.
video or something.
Fucking end it.
We're almost done. It's okay.
What a retard.
The Holocaust or
Or
something.
something.
What a retard or something.
Am I the only one here today not drunk?
We're talking about
Does having a
Revenge
beer
of the Fallen.
every day make you drunk? I don't think so, but you could.
No, that makes you Bavarian.
Makes you Bavarian. I'm European,
Ooh, the Bavarian
guys.
donut.
Oh, it's just the way that you say Wisp. You can't say, "Oh, this is my favorite film," and then say, "Oh, this person does something," and then or something. You're like, "Well, what is it? You watched it."
Yeah.
So yeah,
dude. You're probably the expert on this movie on the fucking planet.
Well, I see no different than watching or reading actual science fiction, and they explain something with technobabble that doesn't quite make sense, so your brain just goes, it does a thing, or
this
something.
This is not technobabble. This is not technobabble.
Because the thing is,
this is so simple. These movies are so fucking simple.
No, I don't disagree. I just think he's just trying to make a joke because he could care less about the movie's plot. I think that's what he's getting. But I don't know.
I think he's getting that.
If he doesn't care about the movie's plot, how can he say it's underrated?
Because
the movie without the plot isn't even a movie.
It's not punchy action scenes or something.
Well, that's the thing. His criteria is not plot centric, or probably doesn't score very high. It's the stuff that the Transformers films are about, which is action and explosions and cool robots and.
Then just watch video game cutscenes.
Wisp.
Without the game in between makes as much sense. Maybe even it makes more sense than these bullshit movies still.
Wisp. It's got two racist robots or something. That's all you need to know. That's why he likes it.
You do gotta wonder why he made this video and titled it the way he did.
Well, he made it so he could mention how he likes his movie or something.
It's
God.
I did something or something.
It's definitely a title that gets attention because I was like, what is so great about the Transformers films that he thinks it's worth watching? But it's not about films in general. It's about Transformers film as a genre almost. And he's saying this is the best out of all of them for his opinion. But we don't exactly know why, aside from he likes the comedy and he likes the robots more, which is fair.
No.
It's just about the visual overload. That's all he's talking about. And this is what these movies have been criticized for, that it's just visual overload with no substance.
But that's a fair assessment because you could just use that as a baseline and say, okay, this is how I'm using it.
Yeah, but that doesn't make them criminally underrated for that being good because this is the part that's criticized.
Already you're being hyperbolic saying criminally underrated, so it doesn't matter what he's getting into. He's just saying this should be talked about more.
You know who is
about it for years. This is bullshit.
You could just title it, I really like Revenge of the Fallen. That's it. It's simple.
Mm-hmm.
Not criminally underrated.
You know what really is criminally underrated?
Does it start with an A?
Maybe.
That is actually a potential crime, so yeah, I guess you could say. That is, the criminal charge is not as high as it should be. No.
God, Eric, did you just use a real big word?
That's a big word, really?
You might have gotten away with Socrates, but not. I don't think Aristotle did anything illegal. I can't remember. Maybe.
Didn't he? I don't even know what he did.
Illegally, yeah.
I just know he wore a toga or something. I don't know.
Or stuff, yeah.
Or something.
All right. Let's go.
Let's just finish this video.
Destroyed Megatron and the Fallen. Like, come on, you can't tell me that's not cool.
It's not cool. This is not cool. Ooh, some of that CG is not cool.
That's it.
Let's roll.
Oh my god.
Rolling.
And beyond, or something.
Let's roll.
He's flying, not rolling. The screen is completely misplaced here. And honestly, I've seen better shit in video game cutscenes.
Let's fly. Starts rolling.
Yeah, but the problem is you don't care that Jetfile killed himself so that he could use his part. You're just like, oh, it's so cool. It's like Transformers Armada.
Look, some parts. I'm like, fucking hell.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
I'm sorry, I just don't care for the designs.
I wish Alec Baldwin was as like opposite as Optimus Prime. So when they said, "Oh, let's shoot this scene," you know, he didn't take it so seriously.
Let's roll, and then
Let's roll, then flies.
with another, he morphed with another human being.
No, he's
Would that
barrel
be-
rolling.
It looked like
From Star Fox.
it looked like he was doing the Magneto thing where Magneto calls in all this armor from like random scrap metal. But in this case, all this stuff was just attaching to his body. I'm like, what is he doing? How does this work?
I think Mark figured it out. He's doing the barrel roll.
No, he's not.
Vertically?
He's not.
Yeah,
not
look,
a small
he's
frog.
spinning.
Spinning vertically. Okay.
That's a good trick, or something.
God,
Now that's what I call pod racing. Or
and I thought these movies are painful, but this fucking guy with his stupid video, I think my brain is collapsing in on itself.
No, that's us. That's
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're just making it even worse. Like,
Yeah.
this is free level of horrible.
I'm just loving the fact that we're making all these puns, and all I can hear is from like Whisp.
This is 3 levels of brain dead.
Oh man,
I wanna go home.
there's not enough puns for the German complex to appreciate.
It's not. No. I
Germans
there
don't
are
get
puns
puns.
I can work with. They just need to be top tier. And most puns are just garbage.
Oh yes, standards for literal interpretation of jokes. Okay.
I mean, Leslie Nielsen is a good low bar of that's kind of funny.
I beg your pardon.
Oh shit!
Leslie Nielsen is a low standard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's a-
That's why I can start laughing.
Yeah, surely you jest.
Yeah, surely you can't be serious.
I don't know, Shirley.
Or something.
Or something.
Someone.
All right, 30 seconds.
This movie also takes itself so seriously. Like, it's kind of embarrassing at times how serious this movie thinks it is when you have scenes like this. Well, I did expect this video to be pretty short, but all in all, I actually
didn't even need to dodge
adore this
that.
movie. It's an absolute piece of shit of film that not even Michael Bay could defend, but it's good, mindless entertainment when you have a spare 2.5 hours, which is a lot longer than I remember doing, actually.
So you know it's shit. It's a shit movie that nobody can defend. Yet you defend it as mindless bullshit. There's mindless entertainment that is watchable, that people can stomach. This is not necessarily that.
Exactly.
All right, well,
Yeah.
we're done. So
We never got to how it's criminally underrated. Okay.
That's it? Okay.
That's it. Just ends.
Or something.
He defeats his own point. Like, how can it be criminally underrated but indefensible shit at the same time? Person, you are crazy.
Whoa.
Get yourself checked out.
No offense, but who suggested this video?
I
We will
don't know.
never
Memphis can tell us. Inquisitore, tell us.
Oh, it's Wahlberg. Okay.
Wait, what meme are you on?
What?
Free-
Mark Wahlberg suggests videos to us?
Freedom is the right to give me your face.
Oh yeah, he says that.
Yeah. That's what he says. Give me your face, and then does a Mortal Kombat finisher on the Fallen.
Anakin on his way to the Jedi Temple to slaughter kids like animals. One man alone, betrayed by the Republic he loves. All right. I love Transformers 2. The cartoon is better.
It is.
God.
It is. which is a horrible
What
thing
is-
to say.
What film is that?
From Paris with Love.
I can't. John Travolta, like what the?
Yeah.
Yes, he's a
had
gunman.
chemo.
Jesse.
Just say.
Oh,
You
do
gotta
we have
cook.
streaming?
If I were a Transformer, I would be Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Soundwave, Shockwave, Night, 1987. Okay. Bay,
Yeah,
2011.
Yeah.
They got. Yeah, I mean, you just see the designs. There's simple versus complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having the Mercedes car is probably not the best. Well, it's obviously good
Yeah.
for product placement, but
I've never liked that. It's so stupid.
it's very confusing. Yeah. Transformers 2 is a JoJo reference. Is it?
Yeah. No, it's not. But yeah.
It's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. A stretch. There's literally nothing to do. Some things come from some water. That's like
Yeah.
saying King Arthur is a JoJo reference because something came from some water.
Transphobic bro, I love Transformers. I literally own 2 Optimus Prime figures, one for each gender.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, that's nice.
Best description: Soundwave in War for Cybertron.
Oh my
Decepticon.
god.
Oh, Decepticon. Sorry,
Decepticon.
I gotta sit up for this one. I can't see it.
But yeah, I you should play War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. Those are really good games.
Interesting. Oh, he looks pretty cool, but I'm trying to figure out what the one on the is he a car? Or is
Yeah, it's a car, and then he's I guess a mixtape or a blaster or whatever you call it.
yeah. Well, he was a boombox in the original, so
Boombox. There you go. Yeah, that's the word.
I like Shockwave.
yeah, he had that
Shockwave
cool
was
voice.
cool.
Yeah, he actually sounded.
Oh,
like a
yeah.
robot.
For sure.
Fun fact: in the UK version of Marvel's Transformers comic, the Autobots built the first female Transformer in an attempt to please angry feminists. Really?
Oh my god.
Prime's
That
rib.
worked.
Oh boy, Archie Comics.
That's why they made RC? Is that why?
I can imagine it. Equality for Transformers.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but I can fully believe that.
ugh.
Because the toys for only boys. You're not including the girls. If there are girls who like Transformers, they like them as they are.
All right. So we got the Beast Wars. I could see we got a bunch of others in there. We get to Jesus Christ. What even is that? Which I'm assuming is Michael Bay. And then Close Enough, which is the what is that? On the bottom, I don't know.
Was he in one of the Michael Bay Transformer films? I don't remember. Who was that supposed to be again?
That comic's actually good.
Don't know.
Huh.
It's been a while.
We'll never know.
Piss Magnus.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
I thought this was a scene from the Batman comic where he has everything painted yellow to fight the Green Lantern.
Oh, gee. Fuck off.
The goddamn Batman.
Frank Miller, we love
It's
you.
like I need to defeat Green Lantern, but I can't do it alone. We call it Transformers. But first, we must
Well, it
paint
has to
everything
be, it
yellow.
has to be yellow.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then we have to drink lemonade in front of it.
Yeah.
Because that's fuck.
Batman. Among Us.
Oh.
I was reading the Komi-san comic, and he was Content Us, where they punch people instead of kill them. But it's a spoof on Among Us.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Morbius for the DS.
Best game ever. Game of all time.
Oh boy.
Why would you lose money like that?
The devil shivers when a clown starts morbing.
Oh my god.
Release dates prior to the re-release. March 10th and April 1st.
Yeah.
What is even Plaza Carso? And that's 3 weeks apart.
It was April 1st?
No.
It wasn't an April show?
Yes, it was the official release.
Of it. It's been re-released in cinemas now.
April Fools, we're gonna see Morbius.
Oh boy, did you know Harriet Tubman was friends with Transformers?
No, but no.
Because she looks like one?
What does this have to do with anything? What is this article about?
I don't want to know. That's too much of information in one title for me to process.
Racism, because Transformers existed in the 40s.
Negatron.
What, the 1840s?
Okay.
Negatron, okay.
Transformers Revenge of the Fall. And then we have this...
Yeah, look at it. Face.
Oh, yeah. He's enjoying that.
Eric, what'd you give me? Transformers 5 script meeting with Michael Bay. How long is that?
Oh, no. It's a Robot Chicken one.
Watch on your own time.
All right.
Oh.
Here's the Copper Owl thinking of upgrading Lego Whisp, considering using the Banshee Bonnie Green and either using Ghost Knight or Knight Protector's Head.
I'd never wear such ugly clothes.
What are you on about? It's just
Lego.
Lego.
It looks good.
I'm just saying.
Not sure about the makeup, but yeah, it's fine.
I like the sword.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Sword's cool.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Neon bluish green and purple. Interesting stuff for accessories. I've never seen those before.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like
it's
horrible.
Morbin time. Oh my.
No.
What are you doing?
What is it? What happened?
How is he still alive? How is he not exploded? Just
because he keeps respawning like the boomers from Left 4 Dead 2.
So here is.
Did you see that one video where somebody got shot? I can only imagine it was Alec Baldwin.
Anyway, here is us talking over each other. We're all just talking. Is it like listening to Charlie Brown's parents, or? I don't know how it is for you guys, but yeah, we do talk over each other a lot. Oh boy!
Say it.
Nigatron.
He be dripping.
The Fallen, here he is. The Fallen is a fictional robot supervillain in the Transformers robot superhero franchise. According to Hasbro, he was formerly known as Megatronus and was a multiversal singularity, meaning that while he exists across the multiverse, this is no longer the case because of an event called
Wikipedia.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. He's on fire. Very cool.
I forgot he was an actual character, yeah.
This is officially concept art from Beast Machines. Really? Holy hell.
Holy crap. Beast Machines trademark, Transformers trademark, and copyright 1999 Hasbro. Is this still supposed to be children's toys? Yeah. Or did they hire proto SJWs
No, this is for the ladies.
BDSM madness but shit.
I don't know.
What the hell is this?
Is our Bond barrel?
This should be in 40K.
I'll try spinning. That's a good trick or something. It was him, Borpa?
Oh, Dunn?
Dunn.
What are you doing, Dunn?
Dunn was
Is
the
that
guy?
his revenge on us for not doing any more Maggie May Fish videos?
Well, he wasn't even here for the last part of the Maggie May Fish video.
Yeah.
We
Instead,
already
he
established
recommended this
he's in-
horrendous
We must-
video.
We must declare Dunn a villain so we can
Yeah.
complain that next time we will get you.
Like Dr. Claw.
Yes.
Gadget.
Next time, Dunn. Next
How did you even have time to suggest this, Dunn? Aren't you on that grind set? Norwegian Cruise Lines?
Well, he's chilling in the Bahamas.
Oh, right now? Or
I thought in Norway.
No, he's on a Norwegian cruise liner.
Oh.
that's in Walmart.
It has nothing to do
something.
with Norway.
So he
Yes.
also has a video on most overlooked aspect of film, and the thumbnail says writing. So I'm guessing that's what the most overlooked aspect of film is. It's the writing. Okay. Fair enough.
That was terrible.
I wasn't that offended.
Or something.
Yeah, I would say that was terrible or something, because I think it was very subjective, but he did limit his opinions within the scope of the Transformers films, nothing else, which is fine. So I'm okay with that. All right. We went on for an hour and 35 minutes. Not bad, guys. Pretty good.
It felt way longer.
I know. But that's your fault. Everyone's
Or
fault.
something.
You know, you just kept talking about stuff outside of this gentleman's opinions, but that's okay. We do it all the time. All right. Well, having a great weekend so far. Nice and relaxing. Feel a lot better than yesterday, that's for sure. Good Lord. That was...
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. This video is much better. Way better.
Yeah.
So I feel...
Yeah,
good.
we've actually made
Oh.
jokes and had a good time.
Yeah.
I forgot yesterday was a Maggie video.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget after a few days, but I do
Yeah.
recall.
Yes, yesterday was at least laid back. This was just painful.
We mean laid back.
We had to defend autocorrect.
We had lots of laid back fun. Yeah, it was so stupid. It was inoffensively insane. This is offensively insane.
She's so crazy, it doesn't bother us anymore. She's like, yeah, it's crazy, Maggie. Yeah, let her go. Racist, sexist, homophobic, Nazi.
Yeah, we have developed natural defenses.
Yeah, just randomly
something.
choose a name from her bag of crazy and just it's like, oh yeah, it's of course autocorrect is controlling
Yes.
language. Yes.
No,
That
it's
was amazing.
autocorrect is racist. I love that. I love this.
All right.
Can't make-
Well,
can't make
guys,
that up.
enjoy your weekend. Take it easy, and we'll talk to you real soon.